Hey everybody, welcome back to Slurpathon 9, the last day, the final day. We are sitting in the puzzle block and we actually received a donation throughout the Be Right Back's portion for $15 from Bulbasaur. I cannot pull a Bulbasaur voice, but it says Bulbasaur, soar. And that actually pushed Bulbasaur to win the bid war. So just letting you know about that. We have taymanND, who's about to run Pokemon Puzzle League. Passing over to you.
Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to Game 2 of the Pokemon, or the Puzzle Block Pokemon Puzzle League. I am taymanND. I'm a former world record holder in this category, and I am joined by commentators and community pillars, Phoebe, Forky, and Nicole.
What's going on?
Hey everybody.
Yeah, so as we were talking about in the tech check, a lot of people have played this game as a kid. It came out during like Pokemania. So a lot of people have fond memories of this game. I'm looking forward to showing everyone just how we're going to break it in half. Even though there is still a lot of RNG involved, but we're gonna take advantage of both some high skill play and AI exploit to hopefully beat this in under 30 minutes. The estimate's 40 just because of all the RNG in the game. So yeah, so that's what's going to be going on. It's going to be a pretty cozy run, so get your PJs on. And yeah, you guys have anything else before we get started?
I don't think so. There'll be a lot to talk about, but this run's got plenty of time to do so.
Yeah, and then I just get excited with all the kills, but we'll talk about that more when we get in.
All right, awesome. So I think I'm controlling the timer here, so let me just okay, check my hotkeys. All right, so I'm gonna count myself down. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
So you guys you can go ahead and explain the mechanics here.
Yeah, for sure. So we got Pokemon Puzzle League at its core here. You're going to see all these different colored panels on the screen here. And in order to remove these panels from the screen, you got to clear 3 or more in a row. And specifically, the game mechanics taymanND's going to be utilizing most are what's called chains and combos. A combo is when you clear 4 or more in a row, and it's going to send these little small garbage blocks that you see at the bottom of the screen right there. And then chains are when you link more and more clears in a row. So you do one clear, and then another one falls in place, and it's a chain link that keeps happening over and over. Also, very nice kill there at the beginning. So,
hey, real quick, not trying to butt in. Just real quick.
Bulbasaur.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
okay.
There you go.
We are every marathon it happens. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so we're not used to
this. It
this.
just happens.
Yeah, most of the time, as you can see, just playing Pikachu is the quickest because it's just cosmetics at the end of the day, so you're just spamming and getting the top one available. But yeah, we're going to be seeing some Bulbasaur, which is nice and variety. And taymanND, he's going to be doing this 4 combo strat for this mode, which is utilized the most, and I'll have Nicole explain how that kind of works.
So we play this game primarily by, like before he was talking about, you do chains and combos. But the optimal way to play this is you start with a 4 combo, and as you can see, Tay is raising the stack at the beginning, and the concept behind that is to give yourself just the most opportunity to have blocks. So you want to start with a 4 combo, and then somewhere in your chain you're gonna get at least one other 4 combo, and if you do it right, it'll kind of look like it does now, where the 4 combos will stagger. Yeah, literally exactly like that. Where the 4 combos will stagger, and then what the AI does is it will focus on the lowest 4 combo and try to clear that. And then when it thinks it doesn't have a clear at all, even if it might on the right-hand side, it'll just go, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And then you win. And then ideally you do that 16 times, and then you have a really good run. But RNG and Puzzle League and and it's really to play this game at a very high level is
What are you
just
doing, sir?
the silliest. Like, I consider myself pretty good at this game, but it's just the silliest, goofiest. You have to do timing. You have to be able to watch the other screen. You have to be able to watch your screen. You have to be good.
I am completely like, I'm lost. Like this is absolutely incredible. This is absolutely nuts.
I've been speedrunning this game for almost 10 years, and I still can't get over. I still can't get over it.
Yeah. So then Nicole's talking about how we're looking for that opening on the left or the right with the double 4 combo. So like while I'm chaining, I'm also looking at the opponent's screen to see where they're at, and like that is definitely the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to approach this mode. As you saw, Tayman, he actually took his first reset at the beginning here, because those double 4 combos are very crucial for this hardest difficulty. The AI cursor speed is just so fast that Tayman's looking for a multitude of different things to happen from the AI. So the opener is so important. Most of the time, Tay's just looking for the AI to chain a bunch pretty much and get rid of all the panels on their screen. The earlier stages too, he might look for something that's called pillars, which is going to be like 2 separated stacks on both sides of the screen, which makes it really awkward for the opponent to downstack. But there's like so much like improvising and things that you gotta look out for here. There's no exact way to determine it, which is where a lot of the RNG comes into play for this game.
Friendly reminder on Bulbasaur, though, just...
Oh yes, you're right. We're so used to this. Now
I
know.
It's...
You're gonna get the kill now, don't worry. Bulbasaur activated.
Dude, I like to say I'm a man of the people, but apparently I'm not with this forgetting.
So usually it's kind of it's really helpful with the double 4 strategy to get in your 4 combos with like kind of what he did there, which is just 4 combo, and then once you kind of go on automatic pilot, and I'm using very heavy air quotes because it takes a long time to figure out what that is for you, then you can kind of watch the other screen. You set up you set up another link or 2, watch the other side, set up a link or 2, watch the other side. And it's this balance of also making sure that you don't lose if you get into a situation like this where you are topped off. Because sometimes if you watch the other screen too much, then you kind of lose track of making sure you don't lose. And then you come into some funny situations of, oh, geez, yeah. So it's a very complicated game to run at a very high level. But once we cracked this code of doing the double 4 combos and really kind of getting that process down, and then having because the big part of reset strats is having the faith that you can execute the double 4 combo strategy every time. So some players just like to play it out a little bit more just because they don't have as much faith in that double combo 4 combo strategy. There we go.
Yeah, the AI behavior could be sometimes pretty weird here. If you saw on Erica's side, 2 vertical 3s came out, but like cleared to the left side of the garbage and then left them without any option. So those are like some of the perfect opportunities you want to see if you don't get that initial double 4 combo kill. Because some people will be more aggressive with resets, but if you see an opportunity, it looks good, you're like, hey, I'll play this out just a little bit more. It'll definitely pay off to just not reset and continue playing off the stage. And Tayman gonna cut this one off really early here because he noticed 2 separated pillars here, not a lot of panels. He's got to sit in a very quick follow-up, but this looks like a kill once again. Oh no, the blues.
What are
Oh,
you
spoke too
doing?
soon.
Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, that they had the horizontal right there. We do not like the AI to have horizontal clears.
Oh man, that was really unfortunate.
That looks so good too.
So, do you mind if I just hop in real quick? So, I actually sent
Sure.
this link to my brother because my brother and I used to play Pokemon Puzzle League a lot together, and he's actually really good at the game, and he would destroy me all the time. So he's watching, and he just wanted me to let you know. He's just like, I would wonder how playing against this guy would be. I don't even know if I'd be able to play against this.
Well, you'd be surprised because PvP is different.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a slightly different skill set depending on things you focus, because the versus mode here and a lot of the speed runs, it's definitely depending on the difficulty too. It's just get your attacks out really quick, or in the case of S hard, it's timing it at specific times. Whereas PvP can be a little bit more reserved in some cases, because you're not going to be wanting to do a really big chain, because more skilled opponents can kind of just take all that time that they have, because the bigger chains you do, the more shake time that's on the screen. And if you're unfamiliar with the mechanics of this game, for anyone in chat, you're probably wondering how these opponents die in the first place, because sometimes when they're topped off, it's like they're still not dead yet. It's once they stop doing clears or chains or combos, they have what's called stop time, and once that invisible timer goes away, that's pretty much when they die.
Yeah, this game actually has a really sick PvP scene. It's called Panel Attack. And I finally, not because of this, ironically, Tay asked me to help out with commentary after, but I finally got on Panel Attack. And it's a program, they have their own Discord, and that's where a lot of the PvP scene happens. And it's crazy to watch like the top level PvP guys, because they just have such a different strategy. And so some of us speedrunners have gone over to Panel Attack, the Panel Attack folks have come over to speedrunning, and there really is kind of this adjustment period of being able to kind of tackle a different strategy. It really is two different skill sets, and it's really cool to see the difference of newer PvP players trying to do the speedrun and then being like, wait a second, this doesn't quite work. So, beautiful there.
Tay's at the halfway point now, 16 stages to go. If you're familiar with the anime, we're going through all the gym leaders right now. We got the final 8th gym leader, Tracy, here next.
Yo, who
no one likes Tracy.
Can we get confirmation from chat that the casuals also dislike Tracy?
Yeah.
Specifically for this run, it seems like the AI always likes to vamp up no matter what difficulty here. So you see Tracy playing a lot faster and maybe not cooperating as much from time to time too. As you notice already, Tay's trying to extend out this chain so much, and Tracy did absolutely nothing. So Tayman doing an instant reset there.
I might have had an opening earlier, but it wasn't clear.
And that's like a lot of the struggles that come with S hard, because it's big decisions, especially when points like that where you could drop it early. Tayman just said that he could have had an opportunity there, but it's hard to judge. And especially if you didn't send enough garbage at the beginning too. If you do happen to cut it off early and the opponent is able to race their stack and eventually get it clear.
Yeah, or they just have like one block. Yeah, Tracy had just like one block sticking up on that pillar that gave him the clear, and that's really frustrating.
Yeah, we have a phrase in the community called one line short. And literally it's just, you send all this garbage, and sometimes you can, they'll have like 2 rows at the bottom, and they can raise their stack, find something, and then just ruin your day. So, it's not on top of everything else you have to pay attention to. Then you have to make sure you send enough to be able to block them off.
Yeah, and then Tracy had a horizontal there, so yeah, that'll. We're having a tournament going on. I just got knocked out yesterday against a very evenly matched player, and that was partly due to some bad luck. on the second half, and like that's just something you have to accept when you play this game, especially like against other top players.
Hard to relate.
Like yeah, like luck is a big component. Okay, do you want to do something here, Tracy?
He did like a very similar setup to what he did in your first round versus two, where he did a chain off the left side.
I think this will be good.
Yeah. That's a really good example of the quick kill too, because you notice all those panels on the right, the blues could have lined up easily, a yellow clear could have as well. But since Tracy saw nothing else happening on that left side there, he just gave up.
Yeah, that's exactly the setup we want. Ideally, they'd have like just one block in the lower left and like 8 high on the right. That's what we want every time.
Thing too is when you think of something I like to bring up when it comes up is when you think of kind of a speed run, you think of like the fastest times, right? But the nuance in this game is literally what happened versus here where you have 18 seconds. What happened in that Tracy round is literally the fastest that could have happened, but it's 32 seconds, but it's still like it's the fastest way to do it because Tracy wasn't doing anything and you have to stall. Yeah. So it's a lot more when you get these quick kills. It's a lot less about obviously when you're doing PB runs or personal best runs, you want to have the quicker kills. But especially in a marathon setting and a no reset run, it's literally just about making sure you time the drop correctly, and then that ends up being the fastest regardless of what the timer says. So I always find that interesting when you think of speedruns, you think of going really fast, but in this game, just sometimes your fastest is 30 seconds and other times your fastest is 15 seconds. So it's kind of a cool nuance.
Yeah, to put it into perspective that so much can happen during this run, the estimate is 40 seconds. Tayman's PB is already passed though. So there is such like a very high ceiling for this game if you get lucky enough and do it. We just had a recent world record that absolutely blew the old one out of the water and is now in the 12-minute range.
So dumb.
So yeah, you are at the mercy of the game 100%.
I think my PB is 21 minutes and I'm super happy with that. I could probably get a sub 20, but it's just when I got it, I'm just like, oh my god, this is a miracle. Oh, really?
No, really, game? Okay, that was on me. I messed that up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was a case of, that's a really hard kill to get, because Tayman had to pull the trigger early, and when you do that and they down stack, you just have to send so much garbage in really quick time afterwards. It is really hard to manage that.
You're wasting my time.
The other, as I'm thinking about that tall left column on Tay's screen, one of the things to be able to speedrun this game at a high level is you need to get really comfortable with the idea that you're almost going to lose just constantly. Like, because you want to raise your stack up as much as you can to give yourself as many blocks as you can, but sometimes like that little like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose, I have to like figure something out really fast, is just like that underlining. You have to kind of push that down and have faith in your abilities to be that close to the top of the screen and just know you're going to be okay. So
Oh, this looks like a good setup here on Tay's side. Richie getting rid of a lot of the panels here. The purples and the greens are the only problem, but there's not going to be a clear.
Oh, let's go.
I think Tay would agree with me here. Once you actually get to the later part of this run and the AI is getting a lot faster, you can kind of get even more into a groove, and the kills seem to come a lot more natural because you have more time for them. If they ruin their chain, they're quick enough to get another one going.
Yeah, it's those middle stages that are really rough, trying to figure them out.
Okay, that was a mistake. My controller's been like a little squishy too.
Can't win 'em all.
Yeah, your controller is, I mean, it's important for every game, but it's so much more important for this game because the average player playing this game, the APM can range from around 300 to 500. Even for speedruns, we have a, shouts to the Panel Tech community again, we actually have an in-game APM tracker.
Oh! Come on, Lorelai.
That was so much fun to watch when I was messing around with the panel attack last night. Just like, oh, is that how fast I'm going? Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, dude, the stats.
And Tayman is definitely one of those faster players too. So like even just one little screw up on your D-pad can ruin quite a bit, even though like these players are quick enough to react and get something going afterward. But yeah, Tay electing to play this one out, seeing what his luck is here. It's kind of just like a feel thing.
Yeah, for the people, you know.
Yes! So I was one of the people who was very slow to adopt reset strats. Was one of the last people in the community to really embrace it and understand that it really is the most... Sometimes you're on a stage for a very long time, but reset strats really are the best way to just reset your brain to just have a better time. So, and it does end up being faster. What can I say?
That's a fairly recent development too. Like, you know, in a puzzle game, like there aren't going to be that many like new things going on. Okay, I messed that up.
Well, the biggest new development that happened this year in our Pokemon Puzzle League tournament was turning the music off to save time. That is like the craziest new development. And obviously in a marathon setting, you're going to have the music on because all these tunes are bangers. But, you know, like you literally, if you turn the music off because of the N64 hardware, like a lot of other games, I'm thinking of like Diddy Kong Racing, for example, you know, it ends up saving time, whether it's on console or emulator. And, you know, you can kind of get literal seconds improvement on your run, so.
Alright, that worked somehow.
All single lines too, that one looks very satisfying.
Yeah, it really does.
Oops, all singles.
So yeah, we're coming up towards the end of this run actually. Tayman on a pretty good pace because this like the low 20 to mid 20 range is a pretty above average time for top level runners of this game. Tayman electing to cut this one off early again because he sees a good setup with these pillars here.
Actually, no, I just dropped that chain.
Nah, nonsense. Totally intentional. See, look at that. Oh, wait.
Oh,
the blues.
No, stop! God, everyone's just doing horizontals on me today.
I've cursed you 2 times now, Tay.
Yeah, why'd I invite you on here?
Hey, it's my due diligence to curse people in all aspects of this game.
I think we already curse ourselves by playing this game.
Yeah, that's fair. Because part of the tournament we do is we have like the main bracket of the top 8, and then we have a redemption bracket for everyone else who didn't make the top bracket that you can participate in. And for some reason, they decided to make the finals of the redemption bracket as hard. And I'm like, why? Why?
That's a great idea.
No! Let me do my V hard and have a chance of winning. Like, get out of here with this S hard stuff. So.
Yeah, there's definitely a disconnect like between like maybe the top and the mid tier runners on the attitudes towards S hard. Just because like if you're not really good at S hard, it can be such a slog.
Yeah, what's cool about all the games in this series, if you guys haven't heard of this one, maybe you've heard of Tetris Attack or Panel Dupont, which were earlier entries in this series, but all the difficulties get speed run in this game. and there's 5 in this one, and all the strats are like pretty different in all the modes. They're like kind of similar in the lower ones, but the way you execute it, it's just slightly different.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
very nice skill.
Almost got one more line, but we were good. Yeah, the strategies are just so different across different difficulties and across different games, like Tetris Attack,
Yeah.
Pokemon Puzzle League. There are people that like I tend to do well in the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, like, and I do like maybe okay in the Tetris Attack tournament, like depending on how I feel on a given day. Like, just the strategies are so different.
Yeah, everyone definitely has like their game preference at the end of the day, but it's
Yeah.
cool to see all of them played. All the difficulties and as well as the side difficulties get a lot of attention too, where there's usually a line clear mode in every game, which is essentially just clearing panels as fast as you can. And then there's
Yep.
also marathon modes, which is kind of just like making the biggest chain that you can.
Maybe no, this will not work. This Gary's a butt. I'm gonna see how this bottom stack plays out. Yeah, I sent him such a big chain that even though he's low, I'm just gonna reset right away because that chain's gonna take a minute to clear.
I thought for a second he was gonna let it drop his the horizontal purples and clear this off, and you'd get the kill, but he like did something really weird.
Yeah, and rude.
But yeah, two stages left in this. After he beats Gary, he comes up on the final stage, and it's the one stage in the game that you can't reset. Well, you can, but you gotta go back and play Gary again. Which Tayman might be the one person that does resets on that final stage.
I mean, when you can get like 10-minute Mewtwo's, the math might check out.
Okay. I'm just gonna shake my grandma puzzles cane over here at you for that. Look, if you're anyone but Tayman, like, just
Yeah.
don't reset on YouTube. Just do the 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Just live with it. It's fine.
What a great eye to drop that early,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh my
So
gosh. Oh,
Let's
good.
go. All right, let's see what Mewtwo's gonna do here.
The
Oh, man.
puzzle
Come on.
master himself.
Don't reset for the fans, man.
No, I was like, oh, I should have like let that cutscene play out, but that's all right.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point, because I don't know how many people will have made it. Because there are times where I see people play this on stream, casually, and they struggle, and it's totally understandable why it's
All right.
so hard to beat this category.
All right, Mewtwo. Way to do nothing for me. Cool.
Yeah, S hard is very brutal. Growing up, the 5 difficulties, it took me a while just to beat hard mode, and then when I got to V hard, I maxed out the continues, which is 99, and it probably went well beyond 99. And don't get me started when I did my first S hard playthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say for casual players, if you can get through S hard, probably in 15, 20 continues, you're probably doing all right. So
Uh-oh.
once you start, hello?
Nope, I'm dead.
Well, we got the forced reset. It was planned totally
Let's go.
intentional.
Yeah, reset strats.
All right.
See, even the top players have a hard time going through without using a continue. This should give you faith in yourself. This
Game's hard.
game is hard. It's so hard.
And Mewtwo's like, oh, I'll do stuff like right after you've sent your garbage.
Another early time drop here. Let's see if it pays off. All know those
No,
reds.
those reds.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, thank you, Gary.
yeah. What
Yeah,
a
this is why
lame-o.
This is why we set the estimate so high.
Got another set of double 4s up there, though.
Yeah, well, that's probably.
Okay, never mind.
Like Cards of the Heart. Shout out the Cards of the Heart. He likes to rely on those second set of double 4s, I don't think they work out that much. Because the AI just has tons of blocks at that point still.
I think
Yeah.
probably one of the coolest things about this run, though, is that all the top players, at their core, they're going for the double 4 combo strats because they're proven to be the best. But ways you do follow-ups and timing of your garbage drops can differ from person to person. I think it's really cool to see how each person approaches the game.
And sometimes there's a setting where if you get a really, really high chain, those turn into a question mark block after an X15. And we actually call those Forky strats. Shoutouts to BB Forky here in commentary. So, and literally sometimes you have to do Forky strats and then it still doesn't work anyway.
They sometimes can be used, but mostly are just a meme and usually don't work out.
Yeah, it's true. Forky strats are a great meme, so it's fine. In my very humble opinion.
Quick thing, you mind if I hop in with a quick donation?
Sure.
Go for it.
Yeah.
$50 coming in from Swiggity Swooty with a message saying, "I'm coming for Nix." dot.
Oh my
Thank you so much for the
God.
$50 donation that pushes the total to $2,938.
Oh.
Very, very close to 3K. No extra message in there putting it towards any incentives, but please check out on the bottom of the stream that we have an incentive that just opened up for Spin Rhythm XD Stream Difficulty Showcase.
Awesome. Yeah, keep getting those donations in, guys. Lots of support so far throughout the marathon. Alright, is Mewtwo gonna play nice this time?
Mewtwo did not do any. He just stopped chaining. Oh my God.
You got my Mewtwo's right now.
Yeah, Mewtwo is not free. Fun fact.
Yeah,
Fun fact. Mewtwo is
actually
only free
not.
for the top players who use confirmation bias. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Also, Lorelei always trolls, but that's only my confirmation bias, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so like with that Mewtwo, I was like, oh, he's low on the right. Oh, but is this gonna?
Ah? Ah? Yeah!
Yeah,
Time.
that's time.
Well done, well done.
Nice, grats, GG. That was sick.
That was like a
Yeah.
30-13 to...
Something like that. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Yeah, we set the estimate for 40 minutes. Even with the hiccups we had at the end there, we came in well under estimate. So, if you want to get ahead of schedule, put Pokemon Puzzle League into your marathon. But yeah, I always enjoy showing off this game. It's just, you know, for many people and myself, just a great childhood favorite. And very snug and cozy. So yeah, like if anyone's played this game before, it is very easy to get into the speedrun. You don't have to start with S-Hard. Like you can just get onto like easy, normal, even hard mode. Like hard mode can actually be very satisfying because you can send 4 lines and they die in 10 seconds sometimes. So yeah, check out the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. That's our main Discord. We have a really chill and welcoming community. Shout outs to Nicole and Forky here for helping on commentary. And just want to plug our Twitch channel really quick, League of Puzzle Speedrunners. We are at the end of a speedrun tournament, so if you want to check out some high stakes head-to-head puzzle speedrunning action, check it out. So yes, thank you very much for having us.
Absolutely. Did you want to pass it off to like the commentators if they have anything that they would like to say?
Yeah, you guys, Nicole, Forky, anything else you want to add?
I mean, great run, per usual, Tayman. As he said, check out League of Puzzle Speedrunners. Really great community. Also another community we mentioned, Panel Attack. You can just Google both of them and find out information on both. But we'd love to see you guys there if you do love this type of game.
Oh, one last thing before we go. Can we get some exclamation point bads in the chat?
Of course.
Yeah. I don't have much to say on top of what Forky said. It's a good community. We've been around since 2013. We used to be called Puzzle General, if you've heard of that, but we rebranded to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. Twitch.tv/Puzzle Speedrun, I believe, is the Twitch channel. But yeah, we're cool folks, and come hang out if you like these types of games.
Also, actually follow Tayman because he's probably the only
yeah.
one of the 3 that stream this game consistently.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tayman, for showcasing this awesome speedrun of Pokemon Puzzle League, and thanks for the awesome comms as well. It was a great time just sitting here, just watching this game get demolished. It's absolutely sick. So we'll be back in a bit with Akimo Kumi with a Act 1% run of Inscription. So everybody just stick around.